Well, I mean, what if the price of oil go through the roof? What if the global economy tanks? What if the Straits of Hormuz are paralyzed? Why would the world pay the price for the regime change, however important in Iran, as you are arguing?
Through the roof.
I'm not just talking about Iranian oil, I'm also talking about the imbalance in global trade, the possible blocking of certain maritime routes, and the consequences of an escalated conflict.
As I said,
Iran.
the more the regime stands in place, the more harm it could do. And if you think that it is through blackmail and it's through nuclear deterrence of an undemocratic regime that the world will feel safer, or for that matter, our neighborhood will feel safer, I don't know where we're leading with that. I mean, can you imagine that if this regime actually negotiates a nuclear deal, why would it want to pursue a nuclear arsenal in the first place if its intention was peaceful usage of the energy? Why did we not start continuing the policy
that's because the sanctions, they would say that's because the sanctions came back and the Americans turned their back on the nuclear deal as well.
I'm sorry, I was talking, I couldn't hear your question.
Was,
could you repeat,
tit for tat. No, I'm sorry, but so
I
was saying that the argument of the Iranian regime could be, the argument, I repeat myself, the argument of the Iranian regime could be that that was a tit for tat. The Americans went back, the sanctions came back, and they went back to their nuclear pursuits. But now, possibly, they may want to reopen that conversation.
So basically, we should be open to proliferation, and many countries in the region will also pursue a nuclear program to equal that of Iran. Where are we going with this? Are we going to talk about a whole region having access to WMDs? Is that really the future we are painting for the Middle East? All because there's a regime that is provoking and forcing everybody's hand in that direction? Or can we eliminate the problem so we wouldn't have to start considering proliferation? So the Saudis build their bomb, or the UAE build their bombs, or the Egyptians build their bombs, and pretty soon everybody has a bomb. And then what? I mean, seriously, if that's the direction the world wants to take, I cannot have a logical answer to that. But you can eliminate every aspect of the problem that threatens maritime traffic, that could be a nuclear threat, that could be an existential threat to countries like Israel, that is sponsoring terrorism, that is interfering in the affairs of governments in the region, from Syria to Iraq to Lebanon. I don't think the world is prepared to continue living along with this kind of a regime, especially when it is extremely fragile at home, that the majority of its citizenry is against it, and they stand ready to save themselves, but they need an extra assistance from the world that is, instead of helping them, are still throwing them under the bus, insisting, as you argued, on the status quo, hoping that maybe through that we can all tone down the escalation. I think this regime has proven that if it wanted to maintain stability, why would it do what it did? Why would it support a terrorist group? Why would it attack Israel, and so on and so forth?